Are we starting to see the legal world change for the better when it comes to being open to discussing and handling wellness related issues? Has there been a shift already?
Absolutely. I think that when I first started talking about well-being in 2016, I can't say that my audiences were very enthusiastic. They would sit through it like, okay, I'm going to listen to this. And people, it didn't connect, it seemed, at the beginning with people's lives. But now, I think after many years, it's probably been 5 years of programming, solid programming and commitment by bar leaders, by lawyer insurance companies, by professional regulation organizations, law schools, and other leaders, maybe in the judiciary and elsewhere. I think that the message has been not only gotten through, but it's seen as something common that we will talk about, something expected we'll talk about, as opposed to something that was nice to have and I'll sit through it kind of attitude. So I think we've had that. But I think the other thing to keep in mind, Nick, is with the pandemic, that really kind of, I think, pushed us forward. I could just tell and see the difference because on the front page of any newspaper you'd be reading, we'd be talking about the huge emotional toll that the pandemic was having on all sorts of people, not just critical care workers and healthcare providers, but other people who are really on the front lines. And it became normal to talk about and expect that people were going to be undergoing these kind of challenges. And so with the pandemic, now it's common for people to talk about not only hybrid work or remote work, but how are we doing on well-being? Do we have a well-being committee in our law firm? Do we have a well-being committee in our bar organization? What are judges doing for well-being? What are law schools doing? We all expect that they're doing something. So the expectations have changed. And the challenges with respect to the pandemic, I think, really pushed us forward in reducing stigma. It's not that stigma is not there. It's just that there's an effort. There's so much conversation about well-being that I think that it's going to make it much easier for people to say, you know what, actually, I'm not doing okay today. Or actually, I do need help. I can't handle it by myself. Those kind of conversations, I think, are more likely to happen because the pandemic has pushed us forward.